Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Zompiercer, Update 17. The time has come. Today, we are leaving the Zombie Buster base. However, there's a couple things I want to do first. For instance, walls and a ceiling. Maybe a nice stairway too. I have a plan. But I have made some changes and I've done a lot of work gathering in the meantime. For instance, I went back to the cars and of course I got a lot of parts over here. And of course I still have some parts over there too, which are very useful. I have already put some to use. We also have a big old rack here. And the reason why you want one of these, it's really good for storing heavy things. For instance, I have 4 of the car batteries. No, I did not go all the way back to the checkpoint. That is just too far to walk. And I would probably have to make 2 trips for the batteries. I also have some sand. There was sand on the beach. There were 3 piles. I got 8 each using my shovel here. So this weighs 24 kilograms. These guys weigh 64 kilograms together. So this little shelf is handling nearly 100 kilograms. So yeah, you definitely want this. I've left some of my tools and my bow here for now. And of course some extra wood, because there is a wonderful source of wood if you know where to look. And of course, this fellow right here, the manual sawmill, is very, very useful. You make it over here, and it's all the way down here. So you'd need 8 wood, you'd need 3 metal scrap, and you'd need 4 mechanical parts. You get them from the cars, of course. And what you get is you get a log. We'll talk about the log in a moment, but I do want to demonstrate. So, actually, you don't move it. You just say build. If you have a bunch of them, you can raise the number. I usually carry 3. The thing is that they do weigh 10 kilograms each. So, yeah, 3 is the most I can carry. So what happens here, though, is that once it's done, you get 15 wood. Very useful indeed. Now, where do you get these wonderful logs? Well, first thing you're going to need is you're going to need that axe, the scrap axe. You can make it in the, the workbench that's in the train up there. Which does remind me, the stats of this guy are very similar to that of the modified baseball bat. And I do believe there's at least one upgrade for this in the future. So that'll probably end up being the melee item. For now, though, I'm sure it can kill some things, and I will use it for killing things. But what I'm looking for is a fallen tree. Yeah, you can't do anything with the ones that are standing up. It's only the fallen ones. So I do believe that there's one over here. I took 2 apart. One was way over there, and there was another one right near the edge. Oh, there we go. This is what you're looking for. Unfortunately, it has 300 health. This is going to take a while. And boom. All right, how many parts did we get? We got 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 3 more. Actually, there's 4 more. But you know what? 3 more means I'm going to have to come back for it. All right, so let's drop this into the sawmill. All right, let's go up here. Over to the sawmill. And then 1, 2, 3. And it'll basically just stack at that point. So let's get the other ones. You can never have too much wood. All right. I think I'm just going to hold on to these logs for now, and I'm going to put them in the shelf. Of course, the way you do this is you activate your inventory, and then you drag, and of course you can rotate this, so I'm just going to leave that there. And that's telling me it's 3 logs. So I have 60 in here. We'll just leave it there for now. There's no reason why we need to move that, except, of course, we're going to need a lot of wood, aren't we? Yes, we are. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit the old B, and we're going to figure out what we're going to do. All right, so this is an obvious one here because we need a door going back to the engine. I think that we could probably put Hold on a second here. Solid walls over here and over here. That shouldn't be a problem. All right, now, I think what I want to do over here is a nice big window that I can put glass into someday. And of course, that's the purpose for the sand there, isn't it? Now, over here, I'm thinking we just do this and see how that works out. All right, now here's the thing. I want to put a stair in. So let's just take a look at the stairs. All right, so right here, we have this one, which we had before. I don't think we had the small one available, and I do want to use the small one. The thing is, we can't put this in yet. It won't let me put it in there. The reason for that is because it doesn't have the ceiling that it needs. So let's just go back to here, and we'll go to roofs and floors. Here's what we're going to do first. That. And that. And then more importantly, hold on a minute. This one right here. Right, because it needs that little opening for a stairway, of course. So we'll put that down. That means I do believe I can put the stair in. Yep, there it is, right there. All right, so I can go up there. It's going to be a second floor. And I like putting the clock there so I can see it whenever I look at it this way. And of course, that we have a storage compartment here. I know the big one, it's 200 kilograms. I'm hoping it's still going to be 200 kilograms. All right, so what we're going to do now, of course, is build. And for building, we're going to need the hammer. And of course, we need a lot of materials too. Let's see, I'm going to need... What do I need for this guy right here? Oh, I don't have it in my hand. Hold on a minute. All right. Okay, so now it's telling me down at the bottom there, it's a little faded. It wants 14 on the wood. Here's what we're going to do. And it wants plastic too, right? We're going to grab... I'm going to hold off on the wood. Actually, I should probably go through this wood first. All right. We'll take 20 of those. That's probably too many. We'll do half. 20. And then, of course, I'm going to need wood. All right. That's all I can carry at the moment. All right. Let's start fixing this. Or I should say building it. Okay, there's one. Now I'm going to need more of this. So I can start building these walls out. Okay. Okay, so those are solid walls. These are considerably less. This one only requires 6. But then again, we're going to need glass. All right, and this one over here. Was this a big one too? I think I actually wanted to use a littler one, but, you know, we'll make it, hold it a second. We'll make it the same on both sides. Except for the stair, that is. Alright. How much do I need for this? Yeah, I can build this right now. That's good because it'll answer the question of how much storage I have underneath the stair. Okay, question. 200 kilograms. Okay, that's good. So it's the same as the big stair. I'm pretty sure that's what the big stair was. All right, we need to do the ceilings. So we'll grab this. Okay, that's only 5. All right, moving on. And this one is 4. Okay, I think that we are done for now. And of course, this is going to be upstairs. The first time we did this, I made this the bedroom area. Probably not a bad idea. Probably. Now, I can actually make some other things. For instance, I can make the engineering table. I think it was over here. All right, if we look down, wait a minute, where is... Right, the engineering workbench. It wants wood, it wants metal scrap, It wants polymers. That's not a problem. It also wants a soldering iron. And if you look here, we can make a soldering iron. It just requires one electrical part. So we could do that right now, but I think we'll wait until we get to the next location for that. Anyway, I think we're done. This is going to do us for now. Although I should probably put a wall here. You know, that's probably not a bad idea. I'll put a wall here. We can put some mechanical items or maybe another shelf. Yeah, that sounds like an idea. All right, let's just do that. All right, back to walls. We'll put a solid wall there. No reason for windows. And then we're going to, do I have wood here? You know, I might want to start grabbing this other wood. Okay, and here. Oh, this guy's nearly broken. Can I make it all the way? Answer, no. I cannot make it all the way. All right, you know what? For now, why don't we do this because I can't repair. And you know, there really isn't a reason to repair this because I think I mentioned, I do believe the repair kits are going to be very expensive. And that scrap hammer, yeah, that's not really worth it. Here, let me just show you. I mean, when we get the expensive hammers, that'll be different here. All right, scrap hammer. Look, it's 1 wood and 2 metal there, and that's it. And not even the high quality metal. All right, and then we'll just put this back up here. Right, eventually, if you notice, we had hammers over here, but this is going to require iron ingots. Yes, so that's not something that we're going to be doing anytime soon. Okay, that looks good to me. So let's just dump all this stuff back in here. All right, lots of stuff. Yeah, the wood was taking up a lot of space. But I mean, I still have enough for 45 down there. And I still have some here. And let's not forget, I have 65 over here. All I'm going to need is fallen trees. And I'll have as much wood as I want. All right, how am I doing for... I should probably have this, and then we'll grab a little something to eat. Because remember, we need to make a stop before we're done here. All right, you know what? I will have 1 can of beans. I'm hoping there's going to be some food at our next location. Forester's house. So we're going to be heading off this way. We're going to make a stop in this area. And then, of course, we're going to be off to the next area. All right, well, you know what? Let's go. By the way, in terms of gas, yeah, I got everything I possibly could. So I have 556 of 3,200. That's going to do the job. All right, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Activate the engine. Deactivate the brake. And not reverse? Wait a minute. No. We're going forward. All right, hold it a second. Do I? Oh, the brake is active. There we go. This is not going to go well for them, is it? I mean, this one might get a glancing blow here. Nope, he didn't. Which means you are doomed. Uh-oh. Maybe I should stop and grab that. Ooh, that hurt. All right, I do need to keep an eye on that little road right there. Because right when it turns up that way, I'm going to have to stop. Yeah, about here. So I think we should probably start taking it down a bit. All right, I think that'll do. And then we'll kill the engine. Okay, and out with the club. Did I pick up? I didn't pick up the bow. Hold on a minute. Okay, so let's grab the bow. And You know, I might test the axe as a melee item. By the way, where is the wrench? We'll grab the wrench too. All right, let me put this away. Not this one. Oh, I have to put that in for something, don't I? Right, we'll put it in for the hammer for now. If I need the hammer, it's because I'm going to need to take something apart. It's not like I need it to stay alive. All right. Okay, so let's go. We follow the road all the way up to here. And there is the forester's house. And like I said, I will be keeping my eye open for fallen trees. And here's the forester's house. It should have supplies. I think it had something interesting in it. But it also has a surprise in the basement. Well, let's just say a secret. By the way, I did run into a fallen tree, so I will be taking that apart before leaving. Can I grab these? Can I cut them up? I don't see any health bar there. Very unfortunate. All right, let's switch back to this. Hello? Oh, yes, in the basement. Okay, first things first. Now, I am going to need this. Because I want all the wood. I think that's going to give me cloth, too. Yep, it is. It's got a nice, comfortable cloth seat to it. All right, anything else? Okay, we can take this one apart. No cloth, but it does have wood. Oh, and of course that. Oh, that had 2 electronic parts. Very nice. Right. Let's see. What do we got? Food. Plastic. Okay, How is there money in the oven? Maybe they're trying to light a fire with it? Okay, how am I doing for food? All right, tell you what, why don't we have one of these waters right now? How much would this be? 30? I mean, we can take that too. That would pretty much fill me up. There we go. By the way, I did use another perk point, and I used it in stamina because it was driving me crazy. The next one will be health. All right, switching back to this. Hello? Anything here? No? Okay. How about here? Nothing there. Bullets and cloth. Money. And money and bullets. Okay, so what do we got in here? More bullets. Lots and lots of bullets. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, unfortunately, it is going to be a while before I can shoot anything. Unless, of course, they've moved anything up. All right, so down here, there is a terrible secret. All right, but most importantly, there's stuff in here. We'll pick that up on the way out. I don't think any of this is lootable. All right, well, we'll pick these up on the way out because chances are it's going to be wood, it's going to be metal, it's going to be cloth, and isn't... Are you alive? You used to be alive. Okay, that's not bad. What about the other one? All right. Oh, is that enough? Lucy? Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So that's a baseball bat that does more damage. It's faster. It uses... Does that use less stamina? Oh, wow. And it's lighter, too. So, yeah, this is definitely something you would want to spend a repair kit on. Oh, yeah, this is metal, I believe, isn't it? Oh, no, not that. This. Yeah, because that's got leather. Leather's very important. Okay, ooh, what do you got here? Bullets. Bullets and mechanical parts. How am I doing here? All right, and what do we have over here? My goodness! All kinds of stuff. Was I able to carry that? Yes, I was. All right, I'm going to be making multiple trips here, ain't I? I have to come back for the fallen tree anyway. Very full. Can I get in there? Just in case. Yeah, I saw that coming. Splatto! Okay, is anything over here? We do have something here, right? Okay, zombie attack! Alright, leave that go. I don't want it. Alright, I do believe that that is everything in this room, of course. And I searched that, of course. Alright, so now in here, we're just going to kind of look. Although I may try to grab things. Yeah, I just ran out of space there. Okay, so I can't carry any of that right now. So what I need to do is I need to come back. Because like I said, there was a fallen tree. Which means, yeah, these guys here would be nice. But unfortunately, they don't seem to be something that I can do anything about. Kind of looks like the Evil Dead home, doesn't it? Alright, is there anything around here that's useful? I don't see anything. Well, Lucy is definitely useful. So that's something that we'd want to hold on to until we get something much better. And of course, we can now repair it. Now the, where was it here? I think it was like over here somewhere that I saw it, wasn't it? I should probably stick to the road. Otherwise, I will become lost. It was around here somewhere. Wait a minute, what is that? Oh, from it there, I thought that was some kind of like a trap door or something. It was not. Yeah, I should probably stick to the road because I did see it while I was walking the road. There it is, right there. I am curious, though, how many are here? Boom. Okay, so what do we have? We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this one, unfortunately, is making a run for it. You can stop now. You're never going to get away. Yeah, because the slope is going up. Right, so I'm going to have to come back for these, but I definitely will. It is 2 trips in order to get all 6 of them. But, you know, each load is 45 wood, and we did see how many it took to actually do what we did to the vehicle over there. I think they may have increased some of the costs because of that. One way or another, we do need the extra wood. So let's get to the train and dump this stuff. All right, let's do some offloading here. Ammunition. And, okay, I can't fit those in there. All right, I'm going to have a special place for weaponry and such, but I don't have enough yet. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot of the leather because that's how I'm going to make the other pieces of armor. We'll put Lucy in there for now. We'll use her at the next location. Put that in there. How am I doing for space? Yeah, I got plenty of space. Plenty of space. All right, I'll hold on to that. I'll hold on to... here, let me just put the... put the money in there. All right, we got 125. I do believe it's going to be a while before we're going to need that. I want my doggy. That's what I want. Because my doggy was great at carrying stuff. How am I doing here? I mean, this is fine. This isn't a problem. It's just that I am carrying too much. So what is that for? We'll carry 2. And I don't really need to carry the weapons. I only brought them in case I needed them. So we'll put the bow down. We already broke stuff up with that. And I don't need this either. We'll keep the light because I'm probably going to need that. All right, 10. I can carry the 3 logs now. That shouldn't be a problem. And of course I have to make multiple trips now, don't I? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some gathering. And I think what we'll do is we'll take off in the morning because it is starting to get late. And of course, I am tired. So let me get my stuff and I'll see you in the morning. And good morning. All right, so I was busy and I was pumping energy drinks into myself, running back and forth. I put the logs in here. You can see I got 105, so I figured I'd just let them stack up there. I also went back to the cabin and grabbed the things that we left behind, some extra wood, some metal, some cloth. And I do believe we are ready to go. So let's go right ahead and do that. How much fuel have we used so far? Almost nothing. Fumes. By the way, we can look at the zombie bestiary. You can see we have the zombie everyman. And then I guess he's a broker. I guess that's the reason he's such a mean person. He's a broker. Yes, and then this pestilence. Literally. And of course, there's 2 in here before we reach Zombie SWAT. How wonderful. How wonderful indeed. All right, so let's get out of here. Because we have to get to our next location. All right, and take it forward. And he was standing there all the time and didn't realize there was a meal nearby. Alright, so how close are we now to... Yep, there it is right there. Yeah, that's actually a long trip, isn't it? Probably take a while. Okay, we're rapidly approaching the edge of the zone, so why don't we just head out to the front, and there we go. I have 8 grenades. I hopefully will be using them skillfully. Okay, so there's the fishing village, there's the mansion. Oh right, the mansion. I remember that. Yes, I do. Well, you know, at this point, maybe I should just go full steam then, because we are a good distance away now, aren't we? And I'm sure hitting that turn right there at full speed will be just fine. There'll be no problem with that at all. Because that is a sharp U-turn, isn't it? Yes, the fishing village. I'm looking forward to it. Alright. Here and... yeah, the next bridge right there. Any fallen trees? There's a fallen tree. I think that would be a healthy walk back though. Unless of course I put the train into reverse. Yeah, there's another one there. I mean, if I need wood, that's something I can definitely do. I do believe I have the extra fuel. And there's another one right there. Okay, I should probably start slowing this guy down now. Yes, small fishing village. Alright, let's take it down a little bit more. Because I need to stop at the train station, don't I? Here, I will get a gun. If I survive. Alright, take it down. Okay, take it down all the way. And stop. I think I went too far, but it shouldn't be a problem because I can get off right there. I can also get off... I guess I can't get off there. Maybe I should have put a door in. Alright, I can get off here. That's not a problem. Anyway, we have arrived at the fishing village. There's going to be a lot of pain here. Yes, there is. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a like. Maybe say something in the comments for the great God algorithm. And of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.